Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Tarot Universe T's channel. I'm going to be doing a 9-card love reading for you this evening, Gemini. Let's see if I can move this camera up a little bit without breaking it. There we go. So I'm going to do a 9-card reading for your love reading tonight. And I am going to be clarifying it with 3 cards for each 9 main cards, okay? So if you have Gemini, Moon, Sun, Venus, or Rising in your chart, this reading could apply to you. It is a general reading, okay? So it's not going to go for everybody. It may resonate for you and it may not. It may also, be vice versa, meaning that I may be talking about your partner's energy and you're like, well, that's really my energy, and the other person's him. So then just swap it out and then it should work out, okay? All right, we do have a lot of planets in reverse or retrograde, to say it in the accurate way. So that may be affecting people's energies, and you may feel stuck. You could feel like, for myself, when I'm trying to do something, I feel like I'm walking against a force that's pushing me backwards. That's what the retrograde does to me, depending on what planet it is, but we do have a lot of them in retrograde right now. And so that's how I'm feeling, kind of like I'm trying to move forward, but then something's trying to push against me, like push me back, okay? So everybody's going to experience it differently. All right, Gemini. So let's see what's going on here with you. Gemini's energy. Love reading for May till the end of May. Okay, May 15th till May 31st. What's going on with Gemini? Okay. Now, Gemini, your side is over here. Okay, now I'm going to be doing 3 cards on each one of these, like I mentioned, to get further clarification to see what's going on. So you came out, Gemini, with your energy is the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, okay? So you could have Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus in your chart. Whatever, if you don't have that in your chart, this card is indicative of somebody that is moving at a snail's pace. Somebody that is taking their time moving forward toward maybe this relationship. Okay, so we're doing a love reading, don't forget. I just dropped a card. Okay, another pentacle card. I'm going to put it back in because it's more than one card. And, so I'm just going to put it back in and we'll just shuffle it. Okay, so why does Gemini have the Knight of Pentacles here for their energy? Talks about somebody moving forward, and looking things over, like double checking, making sure that what they're doing as they're moving forward, this is your energy, Gemini, is the way they want it, is correct, is something they really want to do. Just really, it's a type of energy that likes to cross all their T's and dot all their I's, right? Okay. So why does Gemini have the Knight of Pentacles here? It's also offering someone, you could be offering someone a gift or offering someone your heart, offering someone a relationship. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. A lot of reversals here for clarification cards. I do have the Hermit in reverse. I have the Two of Wands in reverse. And I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So whoever it is that you're in a relationship with, or whoever this reading is representing, I feel like you're not really communicating with this person. Gemini. Okay. And I feel like you're not really, you may have wanted to move toward this person, Gemini. But I feel like you are having second thoughts. You may have started thinking about how you can move toward this person, okay? But I think in retrospect, after going within with the Hermit card here, I feel that you may have possibly changed your mind about moving forward toward them at this particular point in time. And I hope my dog doesn't continue to bark. You may have, you either changed your mind about moving toward this person, or you're unsure on how to move toward this person, is what I'm getting. There may be some confusion there about how to move toward this person. But I don't feel like you're communicating. I don't believe that you've reached out and communicated to this person. I do believe that you have been kind of in hermit mode, going within and trying to figure out if you want to communicate with this person and if you want to move toward them. Okay, you've been going within and trying to figure out if you want to do that. And I believe now you've come to some kind of a little bit more, you're more closer to a decision on that, except for the fact that you're not sure how to, and you haven't really talked to them, I don't believe, or you're not communicating this to them. Okay. All right. All right. So that's your energy right here is what I'm getting. Now, if you have talked to this individual, for some of you Geminis, I feel like the communication is either difficult to relate to each other, like it's hard to talk to this person, or maybe you feel like you can't be yourself with this person when you talk to them. Something like that. There's like, I feel like there's a block as far as when you communicate with them. You either want to hold back and not be totally clear like a normal Gemini, Libra, Aquarius would be. And I feel like maybe you're softening it. Or for some Geminis, you're just not telling the whole truth about how you feel about this person, and that you want to move toward them and offer them your heart, or offer them a relationship. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You're just not sure how you can go about doing that. Okay, so that was your energy, Gemini, there, coming into this reading. Now we're going to look at your partner's energy. Make sure I'm using the same cards for all of them. Okay, so I have the Star card here for your person, Gemini. The Star card in the upright. So why does Gemini's person have the Star card in the upright? You could be dealing with an Aquarius. The person could have Aquarius in their chart. Okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the upright, and you have the Pentacle, Pentacle of the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like this person, I don't believe this person's working on this relationship, or this person doesn't know that you're offering or that you want to offer them your love, okay? That you want to offer them something. You want to offer them friendship. You want to offer them some kind of a relationship. It could be work related. It could be a friendship. You know, I'm getting with this page of, or not page, but the Knight of Pentacles here, that you're wanting to offer them something to this person, but you're just not sure how to go about doing that. Okay. I feel like this person may receive a message from you. Okay. This person could be at long distance from you. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like that there's some quick communication that this person's going to receive. Maybe about you or from you. And this person, I believe, they're not sure they want to, I don't believe this person knows that you want to work on this relationship with them, or this person doesn't know how you feel about them, is what I'm getting. Okay, like I said, this person could have Aquarius in their chart. But I believe that there's some information coming in very quickly toward this person that may shed some light on this relationship, may shed some light on how you're feeling about them, Gemini. It could be from you, or it could be from a friend of yours, or, you know, somebody that both of you know would relate that message to them. Yeah, this person with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, I don't believe they're working on a relationship right now, this person. And I do have like I said, the Princess of Pentacles here. There's like no new start in a relationship for this person. Now, this also could mean that this person, you know, for some of you Geminis, I have to give all the different scenarios that I'm getting, that, you know, you do contact them with, you know, some kind of communication from you. And this person is, you know, maybe not wanting to move forward in anything new right now and work on anything new as far as a relationship goes. It could be that as well, okay? I do have the Star card here, though. So this Star card is telling me, for some of you Geminis, that this person, if you do approach them with a message, I'm getting that this person does want to make things work between the two of you. Okay, so some of you, the person won't want to work on it. They're working on themselves. They're working on getting their life together, working on balancing their own life out, healing their life, healing themselves. And then for others of you Geminis, I believe that this person's going to maybe want to make things work between the two of you. They want to put in, they want to heal. Maybe this is somebody that you've known from the past, that you want to approach and let them know how you feel about them. And this person would be receptive to working on this relationship, okay? That's after they receive the information that you want to move toward them, okay? All right, very good. All right, so let's see, both of your energies together is the Page of Swords, okay? So that's new information coming toward both of you about this relationship. Okay, it's communication. Something coming in about a brand new start. Okay, about a brand new start between the two of you. Page of Swords. So why does Gemini and their person have the Page of Swords for their energy together? This person could be Gemini as well, or Libra or Aquarius. Okay. Seven of Cups in the upright, Justice in the reverse, and the Three of Cups in the upright. Okay, so you got Justice in the reverse here. I feel like you know this person from before. And when the two of you were together before, something wasn't right about it. It was off balance. Something that either you or they did not like about the way the relationship was going. It could have been you, Gemini, not liking it. It left you with a lot of confusion. This person confused you for some reason, maybe the way they were handling themselves or the way they were. There could have been other people involved in the relationship. Maybe they were dating other people, because I do have the Three of Cups here and I do have the Seven of Cups here. Okay. It speaks of confusion about maybe both of you were confused on who you wanted to date. Maybe you were just maybe you just dated for a short time and you weren't sure that you wanted to date this person, and maybe they felt the same way about you. They weren't sure, they didn't know each other that well, and then the overall just kind of like, it just kind of seemed off balance. Nothing seemed to be gonna work out. So maybe the two of you went your own way, right? But I feel like both of you have been keeping track of each other over time since you broke up or since you stopped talking or seeing each other. I believe that the two of you have been keeping an eye on each other's maybe social media, or just maybe asking friends about the other person to keep track of, what's going on with so-and-so, or let me go on Facebook or whatever to go see if anything new is happening with this person, right? So I feel like you both have been kind of interested in the other to see what's going on. Okay. This person could have Libra in their chart with the Justice here in reverse. And I've already mentioned Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move forward with Gemini's desires with this relationship. And I do have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so why does Gemini have the Page of Cups in reverse for their desire? A lot of pages out here. Page of Cups in the reverse. Oops. Cards are flying for you, Gemini. Got energy. I've got the Nine of Cups. Oops. Goes over here. One more card I need for the Page of Cups. Okay. Okay, that jumped. That one there. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that like you didn't want, your desire was to move toward this person and offer them love, but because of whatever happened back here with this injustice, with Justice in the reverse between the two of you and the Three of Cups here, and confusion about this person, there was some confusion about them, or maybe you just thought, I don't want to deal with that. I feel like, you kind of wanted maybe an apology from them, could have been, and you didn't get it. So that may have been your desire. It was to get an apology from them. It also could have been that you wanted them to come back to you and approach you first. with the Page of Cups, maybe offer some interest in you first so that you wouldn't have to be the first one to make a move toward them. You know, you would be more confident in knowing that they're still interested in you, right? Okay. Do have the Four of Cups here. I have the Nine of Cups in the upright. And I have the Four of Swords in the upright. So you've been kind of healing from something, Gemini. I'm getting that maybe you've been in self-contemplation, maybe, you know, putting this on the back burner, this relationship, maybe thinking about it, put it on the back burner. Occasionally, you know, in maybe laying in bed at night or when you're off by yourself is when maybe you think about this person. You may like to be by yourself, kind of like in a resting, maybe laying in bed resting, or you're at home by yourself, something to do with just being relaxed while you're thinking about this individual is what I'm getting. Because I feel like you're discontent not knowing, you're discontent and not being able to move toward this person. You're discontent without them. Or you're discontent because you didn't, you know, move forward with the Nine of Cups toward your wish fulfillment. Okay? It was like a wish fulfillment. You saw this person as a wish fulfillment. Okay? But because there was no movement from either of you, you know, you've just been self-reflecting about this person. You know, you haven't been really happy about it. It's kind of like a bittersweet type thing with the Four of Cups here. It's like, I'm tired of just thinking about this person and what could have been and having kind of like regrets and, you know, not being completely happy. Because always wondering what it would have been like, right? Sitting around not having them or not approaching them, you're thinking about what that would have been like, okay? To have this self-fulfillment with this person, okay, is what I'm getting. So this is in your interest position here, okay? So that's your interest there, Gemini, is to move toward this person sooner. You know, even sooner you would have wanted to move toward them. You've been kind of procrastinating a little bit, is what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm also going to be reading your partner or your person's interest. And they have the Three of Wands here. Okay? This person's been waiting for you, Gemini, is what I'm getting. This person's been waiting for you. Wow, Gemini. They've been waiting. They've been waiting to hear from you. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Yeah, this person feels like they lost a soulmate. Or they had a falling out with you and you're their soulmate. That's what I have here. I also have that it was real hard for them to be without you. And they've been wanting you to move toward them, or they've been waiting to hear from you that you were going to move toward them, whatever that means, right? Move toward them in a relationship, move toward them in a friendship, move toward them to start talking again, to see what you're doing, see what's up, right? They've been waiting. So this person hasn't forgot you, Gemini. This person has been waiting. They've always considered you the same as when you left, like, you know, as a friend or as a lover, wherever you ended up taking this relationship, okay? They feel the same way about you. They do feel like they had a falling out with a friend, a dear soulmate friend or a dear soulmate lover, okay? And like I said, it's been really hard for them. It's been really hard for them to keep waiting, and maybe even thinking that, you know, putting this burden down of waiting, because it doesn't feel like it's coming. It doesn't feel like this person's going to approach me. I think I'll just set down this expectation and forget about it, right? Because I'm waiting for this person to come toward me and they haven't yet. So maybe I'm fooling myself, and maybe I should just lay the expectation down. So that burden of expectation down is what I'm getting, that this person is, you know, their desire is there, because they're just like waiting, waiting, waiting. And how long can you wait, right? And feeling it's a soulmate, you know, it's like it hurt them. It's hurting them to have to wait and not have any resolution. Okay, so let's go on to see what some of the blocks are for Gemini. I do have the 9 of Cups and the reverse here as your block. Okay. Some of my Geminis could be indulging in a little bit of drinking, indulging in partying, just kind of indulging in excess with different things. It could be food, just kind of overly indulging in fun stuff, or you know, things to that where if you take it to an extreme or over a long period of time would hurt you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so like it's an excess for a while, yeah, maybe get away with that for a while, but if you continue to do it for long periods of time, then it starts to take its toll a little bit. Okay, so but I'm getting that's in your block position here, so it may be blocking you from reaching out to this person because you're just kind of partying a lot, maybe. Maybe going to a lot of different places or visiting people, or just kind of keep them busy and keeping them off your mind, right? Okay. Okay, so I have the Seven of Wands, 7 of Swords and the reverse. I have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. And I also have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So you were angry at this person, Gemini? I'm getting that you were mad at this person, is what I'm getting, Gemini. And I also am getting that you kind of held them, you were kind of maybe the one that walked away from your energies up here together. I believe that you may have been the one that walked away from them. Okay. So it's kind of your block. It's like you were angry at them, maybe because they weren't being just in the relationship, you thought, or the friendship, and you know they were causing you a lot of confusion, a lot of questions, a lot of, you know, maybe they were like had a lot of options, a lot of people after them, and you figured that they were in more than a relationship with you. They probably had somebody else, and so the whole thing being, you know, just causing a lot of upset, and everything was off balance. And this is a card of anger as well. You may have had some anger toward them. I'm seeing that here. And that's blocked you from approaching this person or going forward in this direction. Okay, it's blocked you. You've blocked yourself, you know, with the 7 of Wands here, or the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, okay, it's a 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is, you know, you may have felt like this person was manipulating you, or you were trying to manipulate them. One of the two, okay? You may have, that may have been part of the confusion here with this person, is that maybe they told you one thing and then they did something else, is what I'm getting. So it confused you. So then you felt like you couldn't trust them, okay? So then you just held back. That's what I'm getting. That'll be true for some Geminis. Okay, so let's see what your partner's blocks are. What I got is the Wheel of Fortune. This person's been going through some karma. Okay. This person has been going through some karma. Okay, so why has Gemini's person here have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. In their block position. So it's keeping this person blocked, this bad luck or this bad karma. Okay, so they have the High Priestess in reverse. They have the Two of Swords in the reverse, and they also have the Nine of Wands in the upright. Okay, this person's been trying really hard. They have tried really hard to get over what maybe they did in the past to you. I feel like this person came to the realization of what happened between the two of you. Okay. I feel like they didn't understand it at the time. I feel like they were confused themselves. This person could have been not really thinking very clearly as far as who am I hurting in my actions. Maybe going out with several people or, not being honest. They may not have thought they were even hurting you, Gemini. Okay. But they're aware of it now. Okay. It's come clear, crystal clear that they did hurt you in the past. And they don't like that habit about themselves. Okay. They're aware of it and they don't like it. They made a decision now to change that. Okay. They have, with the Two of Swords here in the reverse, they've made up their mind that that's not the way to be. And they made up their mind that they don't like being that way. Okay. I believe that they were really hard on themselves when they came to this realization. And I believe that that this person is going through a time right now that's kind of rough. That things haven't panned out the way they want them to. At least not yet for this person. Because I believe this person is learning things, like they've learned what they did to you, Gemini, that it hurt. And that's really not the way they want to come across. That's really not the kind of karma they want to build for themselves, right? So they're changing their ways. So they have woken up. But it's in their blocked position, so they're still going through it. They're still going through this karma. They're still going through discovering things about themselves and how they can be a better person is what I'm getting, okay? Because they do want to be a better person, I believe. And, they want to treat other people the way they want to be treated is what I'm getting from this. They don't want to go through a lot of pain and agony and stress and struggle, nor do they want to put anyone else through that. And because if they put someone else through that, they know that they're going to end up going through that out of karma. Okay, and they don't want anything to do with that. Okay. Okay, so Gemini, now your outcome is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Not so bad when it's in the reverse. Let's get a different deck here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's one way the universe moves the cards around for me. Here we go. We're going to get 3 cards on this Nine of Swords in the reverse here for Gemini's outcome. Okay. Gemini's outcome, Nine of Swords in the reverse. We got the Death card. Could be dealing with a Scorpio person. Oh. It's one card, I believe, and we'll take it just the way it landed. Jesus, you are jumping, Gemini. Can't keep hold of you. Okay, so we do have, it was the Ten of Wands in the upright. Okay, so your outcome is, you're transforming yourself here, Gemini. You're letting go of worrying about things that aren't turning out the way you want them to in your life. You're learning to let go, and you're learning to not be so self-guarding. Okay, you're going through a transformation. Okay, so you may have when someone hurts you in the past, Gemini, you may have gone full-fledged blocking the person, maybe even on social media, or if not, just guarding yourself against them, maybe not talking to them or interacting or seeing them. You may jump into feeling like life is oppressive, and it's relationships are such a struggle, and it never works out for you, and it's like it's just too arduous for you to want to even try, right? Well, the universe is giving you the death card here, which is a transformation card for you to transfer. And that's what a lot of these retrograde planets do, is they go back over certain aspects in our charts so that we can reevaluate how we're seeing things, right? So that we have a chance to look at them differently, and therefore our life changes because of that. And we can move forward in a different way, in a much more pleasant way that serves us for happiness. So you're letting go of I don't want to say overreacting, but maybe it's a habit. Maybe you always, stayed in the negative thinking too long if something didn't go right in a relationship. Maybe you were real self-defensive around the person after they did something to you without just kind of like maybe forgiving and moving on. Maybe trying to understand why they did that, and then forgiving and moving on with that person, or just forgiving them, right? And you're also given a chance to go back and transform your perspective on relationships. Are so arduous. Relationships are just too hard for me. I don't want to get in any more relationships because they're always turn out, wrong or bad. And I always tend to, have bad luck in that situation. And it's just, it zaps my energy, and I work so hard at it, and then it doesn't work out anyway. So what's the point? That's what I'm getting. Okay. So the universe is giving you a chance to transform that way of thinking. Okay, seeing things differently is what I'm getting. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Gemini. That's great. That's opening the door to love. Okay. Now your person's outcome is the Page of Wands. Okay. So why does Gemini's person have the Page of Wands here? Page of Wands. This person has the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay, so they're having an awakening. They have the Hermit in the upright. Okay, so what I'm getting is this person, they're having an awakening too. They have the High Priestess in the reverse. So something's come to their conscious level from their subconscious. They've had an awakening. It looks like they may have done some work on themselves. This person may be prone to spending a lot of time alone and maybe going in and working on themselves, or they could have Virgo in their chart. They are letting go of holding back as well. Okay, they're very similar to you in that way, where they something didn't work out, or they did something and someone didn't like it, and so they're going to hold back. They maybe beat themselves up, and feel guilty about things, covering their heart. They don't want to get hurt, right? Oh, I did that wrong. I hurt that person, or that person hurt me, so I'm going to block, myself. I'm going to block myself off. Kind of in the defense, like you um, are and were. Um, and so they're coming into a cycle now. Their outcome is where they're going to be a lot more willing and wanting to move forward passionately toward new starts in relationship. Okay, so if you do approach this person, which it looks like that's in your desire, is to approach this person and maybe offer them friendship or love or both. This person's more apt to go for it, is what I'm getting now. Okay, they're more apt of going for it in the right way versus this other way that they were going toward it with, having to have a lot of people or having a lot of options or confusing other people, maybe, not communicating properly or immature communication, causing injustice in relationships, things like that. They don't want to do that anymore. They want to move forward in a relationship. Now they're ready to move forward the right way. Okay. Brand new start, moving forward, lots of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of care to give to someone is what I'm getting for their outcome. Okay. That's what I'm getting for this person's outcome. Okay. All right, Gemini, that was your love reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for visiting my channel. Please do like, subscribe, and share if you can. And I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.